In a dramatic turn of events, former U.S. President Donald Trump's recent meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has sparked intense debate. Trump's refusal to provide Ukraine with Tomahawk missiles, a powerful weapon in their arsenal, has left Zelensky empty-handed in his quest to strike deep into Russia. But here's where it gets controversial. Trump's call for an immediate end to the war, urging both sides to accept the current battle lines, has raised eyebrows. Zelensky's visit to Washington was centered on acquiring these long-range cruise missiles, which he believes could cripple Russia's war economy by striking oil and energy facilities. However, Trump's remarks at the White House lunch hinted at a different strategy, emphasizing a desire to resolve the conflict without relying on Tomahawks. He even suggested that the U.S. needs these weapons for itself, leaving Zelensky with no concrete promises. The Ukrainian president, while calling the meeting productive, refrained from discussing the Tomahawk issue further, citing the U.S.'s reluctance to escalate tensions. But the story doesn't end there. Trump, just hours later, publicly demanded an immediate halt to the war, asking both Kyiv and Moscow to respect the current battle lines. He even suggested that figuring out a solution beyond that would be too complex. Trump's stance on the war has been a roller coaster. After speaking with Russian President Vladimir Putin, he agreed to a meeting in Hungary. During their call, Putin argued that Tomahawks would not significantly affect the battlefield, but could strain U.S.-Russian relations. This is a crucial point to consider. Are Tomahawk missiles a game-changer in the war, or a potential catalyst for further diplomatic tensions? Trump hasn't completely shut the door on delivering these missiles, but his comments suggest a cautious approach. Zelensky, in a potential trade proposal, offered Ukrainian drones in exchange for U.S. Tomahawks, emphasizing the need for mutual cooperation. Following the meeting, Zelensky briefed European leaders, who reaffirmed their support for Ukraine against Russian aggression. Zelensky expressed trust in Trump's desire to end the war, drawing parallels with the Middle East situation. However, Trump's stance on Ukraine's territorial concessions remains unclear. He has flip-flopped between advocating for land swaps and believing in Ukraine's ability to reclaim all occupied territories. This inconsistency leaves room for interpretation and raises questions about the future of Ukraine's territorial integrity. Trump's comments suggest he suspects Putin of stalling for time, but he still believes a deal is possible. And this is the part most people miss. Trump's willingness to engage with Putin, despite potential manipulation, raises questions about his negotiation tactics. Is this a strategic move, or could it lead to further geopolitical complexities? The meeting's outcome has left many wondering about the future of U.S.-Ukraine relations and the war's trajectory. Will Trump's refusal to provide Tomahawks impact Ukraine's military strategy? How will this decision affect the already tense U.S.-Russian relationship? These questions linger as the world watches the ongoing conflict unfold.